Listen up or run for cover. Dropping knowledge from the people who have it to the people who need it. The real Brad Lee is dropping
what it is. Brad Lee back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs. Today in the studio, folks, I got a couple of real entrepreneurs right in front of me. Factual, with evidence, bearing evidence, right?
That's right.
Adam Rees and Pete Fournier.
Yes,
is
sir.
it Fournier?
Yeah, it's Fournier.
Fournier.
Right.
It's very
I
impressive.
knew I wasn't saying it right.
Took me a while. Yep.
It's not a beignet, it's a beignet.
That's right.
And that's Fournier.
Filet mignon.
That's right.
And you're Adam Rees, not like a Reese's peanut butter cup because
That's
it's
correct.
Rees.
That is correct. Grew up right outside of Hershey, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Interesting.
Interesting, right?
So let me ask you guys a question. What are you doing in town?
So we are currently here looking at some venues here to talk to you. We have a light speed for our company, IFG. We've been out here several times before, and we're out here planning a huge event that we're going to talk about today for our new company.
What kind of event?
Big mastermind, huge event. No, we're planning an event for entrepreneurs in the insurance space, real estate space, and mortgage space.
Entrepreneurs or agents?
Agents. Well, you could call
What's
them
the
either
difference?
one, you know.
What's the difference, kids?
Well, there really isn't a difference. Part of we always teach our people at Innovative Financial Group that they're not just agents, right? They're 1099. They're business owners. They're entrepreneurs.
Whoa, I didn't know. See, that was a bomb, Jared.
Yeah, that was.
You don't have your headphones on.
No.
That's right. That's
That
right.
was
No,
a
but it's
bomb.
true. I mean, we teach people how to build their own company. I mean, essentially, Innovative Financial Group started out with 4 people who just, were young guys who were, wanting to start out a company essentially, and it's blown up to where we are today. So we try to instill that in every single agent that works with us.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Pete, you work with them.
I do.
See, so folks, if you don't know who these guys are, you better go check them out, right? At Pete J. Fournier.
Peter J.
Oh,
Fournier.
Peter J.
Yeah,
Peter
you
J.
got it.
I don't have my readers on.
That's
That's
all right.
What's yours?
At Adam Rees 23.
At Adam Rees 23. Go check these dudes out. Now, IFG, if you don't know, you probably know IFG by now. And if you don't, big old company. Insurance, what would you say? What kind of company is IFG? Innovative Financial Group.
Yep,
They sell
Innovative Financial Group.
insurance.
Yep. Yeah, we sell every type of insurance. We've basically become a one-stop shop. So whether it's for PNC, which is your homeowners, your car, life insurance, we do financial planning, retirement, 401ks.
And originally, you and a couple other dudes got together and started it from scratch.
Yeah, it's a cool story. Actually, my brother was the first one who got into the industry. I owned a marketing company and did marketing for quite some time. I was comfortable, and him and 2 of our high school friends that we grew up with. My mom actually changed their diapers, Josh Benson and Ryan Strathmeyer. They
Where'd you grow up?
right outside Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Right.
Yep, small town called Dillsburg. And long story short, my brother was an insurance agent working for a mom and pop shop in central Pennsylvania, and kind of got tired of the way they were doing business and wanted to do something different. So he, real long story short, kind of got Josh, Ryan, and then eventually myself. We all got licensed, and we all started off as individual agents and just writing business on our own, and slowly
Knocking on doors?
knocking doors. Yep, meeting
You
with
had no
clients.
experience?
None, not in the insurance industry.
Who
no.
were you selling for?
We were selling for what used to be an Innovative Insurance Brokers.
Did they have any training for you?
They didn't, and that's the funny thing. We look back now that we have Lightspeed, which is one of the obviously the most interactive training platform out there. At the time, if we would have had that, we probably would have gone from 0 to 200 million instead of 6 years, probably 3 years.
Hey, well, thanks for the plug.
Yeah,
and,
you
I,
like
and, I,
that?
and I happen to agree. However, you didn't though. You did it the hard way.
We had to. We didn't have a choice. We didn't really know what was up from down. We literally started.
You learned everything the hard way by making mistakes and doing it right.
It's funny because somebody asked me just a few weeks ago about what I felt like our key to success was, because we didn't know anything about anything, and it was just relationships. The one thing we were really, really good at was we knew what we didn't want to be, and we knew that if we developed relationships with each individual person that we worked with, it would happen. And we didn't think it was going to happen this fast, but it did.
Now the question is if anybody doesn't agree with that, they're kind of stupid. The question
agree.
is how did you do it? Because every company would wish they could do that.
Right. Well,
that you know what you just created there, I believe, Jay. You'd probably recommend that's almost a culture you've created.
I'm glad you said that word, because I talk about that all the time. Whether and one of the reasons why we had so much success is because we surrounded ourselves with guys like Pete, one of the leading industries. The cool thing about our group too is we're all young, right? I'm the oldest one out of all of us, and I'm 38. So,
dude, I got underwear older than
yeah,
you.
there you go.
Shit,
There
I've been
yeah.
drunk longer than that.
Right. Right. But when you
38.
surround yourself with the right people, but you really develop that culture, going back to what I was saying is I always tell people culture is 95% of why we've had so much success. And people always say, what the hell does that even mean? But if you can develop relationships with agents and then one of the things I talk to our leadership team about all the time is if we can put the goals of the individual agents that we work with ahead of the companies, we're going to win. I always say, I don't give a shit what our goals are as a company, but if I can help you achieve your goal working with us, then ultimately everything that IFG wants to accomplish, it's going to organically happen. And it's true. It's bared fruit. I mean, if you would have told us 6 years ago we'd be a $200 million company today, I would probably call you a liar. I knew we were going to be successful. I had no doubt. I'm very confident in who we are and what we do. But the reason why we had that success is simply because we put we focus on helping each individual achieve their goal, whether it's buying a house, sending their kids to college, or maybe it's building an organization just like IFG and helping them grow that.
Boom. See, look at that. And then Pete?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that?
I do. That's why I joined the organization.
Are you as polished as Adam?
Oh yeah. I try to be. Yeah, 100% I believe that. That's why I aligned with them. I mean, they found me on social media essentially, and I was pretty happy doing my own thing for
when he was kicking ass in the industry. Did you guys say, "Hey, man, we got to go get Pete"?
That's exactly what happened. I remember we were sitting. So I part of what I do for the company is I'm the quote unquote face of the company. So I'm on social media constantly. And about a year and a half ago, my brother and I kind of were talking. And we're like, listen.
By the way, sorry, Pete. Didn't mean to stomp on your story. I thought I was going to ask a quick question and you proceed. But now after him, I want to hear more about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I tend to do. I talk a lot.
No, go ahead,
It's part
dude.
of being a
I
sales
interrupt
guy.
everybody so
Steamroller.
much.
Part of being a
People
sales guy,
people
yeah.
make comments on my posts and shit. Like, dude, let them talk about. All right, go ahead, talk
I gotta
already.
work on that, but Pete's very patient.
No,
I
you're good.
appreciate that. No, but we basically said, hey, listen, we want to work with other individuals who kind of share not just the same, ideas that we do, but that are young, that are exciting, that social media is where it's at.
And he was out there kicking ass?
Oh, killing it. He's a huge...
Without you guys.
He's probably, and I'm not just saying this because he's my friend and he's sitting next to me, but it's true. If you look up Pete, he's probably the number one insurance, trainer, insurance, face in the industry. And we said, call him in, and the rest is
Appreciate that, brother.
history.
And so you were out there just already smoking it up, and then these guys said, "Man, we got to have this. This is like Tom Brady for you guys."
Yeah.
At IFG.
I was doing my own thing for a while, and I mean, insurance in general, like some of the other, 1099 jobs, for lack of a better term, out there that you can get is recruiting focused, right? So I get hit up daily with recruiting posts, emails, texts, whatever. And I took actually Adam and his brother Tyler's call. And they were like, listen, fly in, see what we're all about, like no pressure, we just want to talk to you for like a day or two. And that was it.
Dazzled you.
Boom, fell into the trap.
Did they send a jet or
You
no?
remember that?
You did, yeah. Adam picked me up for so cool.
Did anybody
sidebars.
send a jet or no?
No.
No,
see?
no, they sent
See?
Adam in like an
See,
Escalade.
we ain't Tom Brady then yet, are you?
Not yet. He's getting there.
I know, but like, dude, it would be cool if like you really want to hire somebody.
Just send
Like, hey, can you come visit me in Vegas? They'd be like, I don't know. The jet will be there in an
Sending
hour.
light speed air.
So
Dude,
next
wouldn't
time
that just be
we come out, we have to
badass?
ask for the jet.
Yeah.
Dude,
So,
that's you establishing. Okay, it's a real deal if you can send me a jet.
Yeah.
That's right.
That'd be awesome.
But they did pick me up in an Escalade from little ILM airport. If
All
anybody's
right,
been to
that's close
Wilmington,
enough.
it's a little tiny thing. And Adam did run the stop sign
Yeah.
like the first
How long ago
2
was
seconds.
Oh,
May, June.
this? Oh, recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you guys are joining forces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Cre-
that's what we've done. I mean, and with Pete, and he's obviously our president, but with just a lot of the individuals that we brought in over the last couple of years, it's just finding talent, bring them in, and letting them do what they do.
Well, then there's really two stories here. It's crazy. Like if this were Lightspeed and this was an interactive podcast, I could say, okay, audience, pick who you want to talk about. You want to talk about Pete, how he was out there kicking ass, is training all these different companies and how he, got successful. Or do you want to talk about Adam's rise to fame?
Should figure that out.
Or both.
Should figure out how to do that.
That'd be cool. Like via
Well, in
podcast.
Lightspeed, I figured it out, but not on a podcast.
Yeah.
But it makes me want to talk about both of them only because. So you and your brother
Yep.
and a couple people started this company, got big. Then you didn't know, he was out there already doing insurance stuff and kicking ass. And then you had a training company, a consulting company.
Yeah, so I technically wrote the book on selling life insurance. So I wrote a playbook on, basically took my best year in the industry and broke it down like as finite as I possibly
Down
could.
to the detail.
Everything.
Like what'd you do every day? Your habits, your beliefs,
Yep.
your friends.
I have a planner that I developed for like exclusively for life insurance agents. Developed the playbook from soup to nuts. Like
What kind of symbolism? Did you have a symbol of some kind?
Nah, I mean, I had Sling It. I trademarked Sling It because I used to say it in the field every day, or to my agents, be like, "You gotta sling that insurance."
See, so basically, what you did, you know what you did?
Huh?
You built a culture.
I did. Yeah.
See, you guys built a culture. You built a culture.
We
Two
fused it
good
together.
cultures collide. What's that make?
Yep.
Bomb.
$200 million company.
I agent. No, just
Yeah,
joking.
That's right.
exactly.
That's
Like,
next.
look,
That's next.
All I know is it's a good story on both sides. So, but the IFG, out of curiosity,
Yeah.
you guys were making no money.
No.
What was right before IFG? You didn't have a bunch of money?
No. I mean, like I said, I was in marketing. My brother was an insurance agent. He did very well as an agent. Very, very well.
Like, what's that mean?
He made about anywhere between $200,000 to $250,000 a year just selling insurance. That's with no team.
Is
just
that
him
doing
going
well
out.
as an insurance
Yeah.
agent?
That's doing
It's
pretty
pretty
well.
good.
Yeah, that's doing pretty well.
Depends on your comp structure, what people are paying you, because the commissions.
Folks, if you're
Range
wondering
all
that
over
in
the
your own
place.
head, call Peter J. Fournier.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
He'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, like I said, and then the way that his my brother's pay structure was set up, he was getting ripped off. I mean, essentially, the individuals he was working with, they were taking a large portion of it, and he said, "Screw this, I want to do my own thing." And once you meet my brother, you'll realize he's one of the most like driven people you'll ever meet, and he said, "F it, we're gonna go out and we're gonna do this." And then, like I said, it took him about a year to convince me to get into the insurance industry because I was comfortable, I was happy, and I'm
Was
glad
he
I did.
succeeding without you?
He was succeeding.
So
without
he
me.
must have exploded with you because you had the marketing expertise that you brought to the table.
And that's the key piece, right? Is that we all have our gifts. Mine's marketing, branding. Being that face where Ty's a behind the scenes, builder. He just builds. And then Josh Benson and Ryan Strathmeyer, the other two owners, they each play a role. And that's why we have success, because none of us could do each other's jobs, but it works.
And you were all buddies, I bet.
Oh, best friends. Like I said, my mom changed their diapers when they were kids. So,
Yeah, that's that's cool.
pretty cool.
Now, what were you doing before you started training? How'd you get in the biz?
I started in college, actually. So I interned for 2 different companies. One no longer exists. And after I graduated school, I went to we call them in the industry, a quote-unquote captive model. You're basically working for somebody else as a 1099. And then I branched out into the independent space at 23 and did not have success the entire time. I tell my story all the time. I was in like $48,000 of debt at 23 in like 1 month. So if you hire crappy agents in the insurance industry, they can roll up debt to you if they write bad business or whatever. So I had a team of 50 or 60 people, and 2 of them were not so good. So those guys, it was like October of 2014, I think, rolled up almost $50,000 in debt. So I had to claw my way out of that before I got to, Trainer Pete level.
Absolutely.
Trainer Pete. Dude, I'll bet you right now trainerpete.com is available.
Ah,
If I was you, I'd look it
Don't-
up right now.
I know.
I'd go daddy that
great-
right now.
Get that. Yeah.
Trainer Pete. Dude, that's
Kelly,
gonna-
get
hey,
that.
As soon as this drops, that's going to get famous. I used to think I was getting no listeners till someone showed me, but apparently we're reaching like millions and billions of people. And I'm like, that's
Yeah, I've
pretty
been
cool.
listening to you for.
So as soon as this
ever.
bomb drops,
Yeah.
dude, old Trainer Pete's going to get scooped up.
Yeah.
Trust me.
We'll get it.
I'll buy it right now if you guys want. TrainerPete.com. You guys want that advice? Trainer Pete.
Absolutely.
Right now, when you guys are out there rocking IFG every day, are you sitting there trying to think like, because you guys have 6,000 basically independent 1099 agents
Correct.
or captive agents.
No.
What kind of agents?
So that's like a bad word in the insurance
Why?
industry.
What's
is
captive mean?
So
Like, I know it means you can't go anywhere, but what does that mean? Like, if I'm a captive for New York Life, I can only sell New York Life?
Correct, and you don't necessarily own your book of business. So one of the reasons
Oh,
why people,
heavens no. Now, again, I don't know the insurance business, nor have I ever been pitched it.
Right.
But I know a lot of people that have made a lot of money.
Yep.
Like a lot of money.
Yep.
That recurring revenue stream's dandy, isn't
That's where
it?
it's at. That's why you do it.
Yeah.
That's why you do
Hey.
it. So
Listen, right now, people always ask me, what am I up to? I say, whatever it is, it's recurring
Yep.
and it's scalable.
Amen.
They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you won't catch me doing anything that isn't recurring or scalable. Period.
Yep.
You know, that's
Absolutely.
the new cool or
It is.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep. Absolutely.
Otherwise, there's no way to get off the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but like, let's just say IFG decided, we're done. We're done growing and serving. We're just going to serve the policies we got. Thanks, everyone.
Right. Yep.
You guys are just set.
Yep. It's not happening, but
but that is possible. That's
Absolutely.
real for you guys. That's what's cool.
Yeah.
But instead, it's like, let's grow. Let's start showing other people how to grow. Let's start showing other people that might be out there doing backbreaking work or just flat not winning financially, at least.
Right.
How to win financially, because you guys can pretty much teach anyone how to kick ass, can't you?
Yep. That's what we do, and I mean that's ultimately at the end of the day as a IMO that's what they call us in the insurance industry, independent marketing organization. That's basically what we do. Is not just teach people how to sell insurance, but how to build a business, like a residual business, residual income. So ultimately, that they can do what we're doing.
See, folks, you better be paying attention out there. Everyone always says, hey, I say, why do you listen to Dropping Bombs? They're like, dude, you talk about all kinds of crap. Dude, listen to this. Listen to what I'm saying. You better stop the truck and get pulled over. Where are they supposed to go?
That's right.
Well, that's because, like, damn, dude,
TeamIFG.com.
listen, imagine you're out there. Now, you're not dumb, but you just have a hard job. Like,
Sure.
you ran low on money, so maybe you're doing some hard work or something. You're landscaping or, you're digging ditches or you're, flipping burgers or whatever the hell you're doing to get by. But you're pretty bright, right? It sounds like you guys can show them how to make a couple $100,000 a year working the same amount of hours.
You need a pulse of personality and a willingness to learn, I would say. And that's about it.
And
We can
work
teach
your
you the
tail off.
rest.
And you have taught people the rest. That's how you have 6,000 thriving agents.
Right.
That's how you're making hundreds of millions of dollars now.
Absolutely. And I always tell people, listen, I talk a lot about like transparency as a leader and things like that. But the truth of the matter is 14, 15 years ago, and we're going to go down a rabbit hole here. 14, 15 years ago, I was living in my car, addicted to drugs, in and out of rehab.
What
And,
drugs?
Yep. You name it, I was doing it, man.
Which
I
one
was
mainly?
Doing well.
'Cause when
Cocaine
you're-
was my drug of
Yeah,
choice.
that was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
No,
a good
just
one.
joking.
Yep, it got me in a lot of trouble. My whole
I do not
point
advise
is,
any drugs and alcohol, kids, period.
please, no.
Hey,
Absolutely.
but
not.
I'm dead serious. Like, people say, don't you drink? I'm like, yeah, I drink, but I don't always follow my own advice, but my advice is good every time.
Right.
So it's like, I don't always follow it. Why? Well, because maybe I'm a self-saboteur in a
Right.
way. Maybe I hate myself deep down. Who knows? But like, my advice to be good would be don't drink,
Yep.
don't do cocaine.
No.
Definitely not
Bad.
that. And don't do drugs of any kind.
Right.
That would be my
Absolutely.
advice. Would you guys concur or disagree?
Concur.
In your experience.
Yeah, I know. I totally, from experience, would agree with that one.
Now, do you regret
Hell
doing-
no.
don't
Are you
doing-
kidding? No.
Okay,
No.
good.
It was fun.
Yeah,
no, and not only that. Do you want me to
See?
lie?
No,
Do you
now
want
we're.
me to-
Oh, I was
You
gonna
want me-
tell you to keep it real, dog.
Yeah.
Because, dude, look, everybody's done some things, but what you regret is what matters. Like, how many times have people asked you, would you regret anything? People say no, but you might regret some things. There's people that do. I wouldn't regret freaking experiences because it's made who you are, give you the freaking resolve you have, the whole bit.
I tell you what I do regret, though, in all seriousness, is that the effects that it had on other people that I cared about, right? Like, for me, it didn't matter, but
This guy's like an angel, ain't he?
yeah, no.
He's got all the perfect answers for everything. Holy schmoly. You been interviewed
Yeah.
before?
What's that?
You been interviewed before?
Many times, yeah, many times. But no, in all seriousness, like that's what matters. But no, I don't regret any of that. I mean, just I remember like sitting in my car, like thinking I was gonna die. Like that was 15, 16 years ago, and now here we are talking to you. Like that's cool as shit. Like that's awesome, man.
Dude, that is awesome. Only because like there may be people listening to this in that very same space you were in.
Right.
What would you tell that person?
First of all, you got to take care of yourself. You got to realize that whatever it is that's going on in your life isn't who you are. That's not a definition of what you are. It's kind of a symptom of like all the things that of your experiences. The second thing is, everyone always says, "How does it happen?" It's hard work. That's it, man. Like, and I know that sounds so cliche and stupid. But it's true. No one will outwork us. Nobody.
Now, may I respond a smidge
Please.
to the hard work
You may.
comment? Only because
Please.
people that know me might say, I say hard work is not all it takes.
Yep.
Did you just say hard work is all it takes?
Hard work with the right team. Yeah, absolutely.
Is all it takes?
No, not all. That's
okay,
a pretty
good.
broad
I was just
statement.
clarifying.
Yeah.
Proceed.
No,
Proceed.
I like that. No, hard work coupled with a lot of other
It doesn't
factors.
take just hard work. Otherwise, the military would be rich. Okay, my dad would have been rich. There's a lot of
There's a
hard
level
work
of-
some bitches out there, and coincidentally, they're usually the brokest.
Right.
Go look at the hardest working people out there. They
Right.
ain't rich, dude.
Right. But what I would also argue to that is that without the work ethic, it doesn't matter how smart you are or how how many positions are presented to you. If you don't have that and you don't have that drive, listen, the thing that gets us up every morning, because like you said, we could we do well. We could walk away today, right? It's the competitive, like I can't imagine what it's like not to get up every morning and fly to 5 different cities and to go speak to a bunch of people as I hit the mic. Like that's what drives me, and I think there is a work ethic that's coupled with that. That if you don't have it,
Well, there
you
is.
can't
There
do
is.
it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I didn't say don't work hard,
Right,
but
right,
I always, because I listen to a lot of gurus, because
Right.
number one, I'm around a lot of them.
Right.
And number two, I read and research things. So I always hear people say hard work, hard work. So I always started looking, and it's like, damn, I've noticed that the hardest working people are the brokest people,
Yeah.
usually. So it's
So
like,
what do you say? What are the
so
what
then
goes
I
on?
just start listening when people say, man, all you got to do is hard work. No, that's not all you have to do. If that's not true, because you better do more than work hard.
Right.
You better like learn and understand and grow and develop and stuff like that. So it's just, I wanted to make sure, because if my listeners heard me say hard work ain't all it took, and then you come along and say hard work's all you got to do. No, it ain't.
I shouldn't have said all. Yeah, not all. Yep.
Yeah, because am I right?
100%.
Yeah, it's only because I
100%.
break shit down. They call me literal Lee.
I like that.
Get it?
I like that,
It's like
yeah.
literal. Interesting.
Now, in
Interesting.
the absence of hard work, then you're done, though. You
No,
can't
no,
have
no.
all the talent in the world.
Well,
and
again,
just lay in
I
bed all
I
day.
could argue that. I could argue that. Again, there's some lazy rich people out there.
True.
Okay,
But
it
did
de-
they start out that way?
No. But when we're talking about like, what are the mandatory requirements? Like,
Right.
for example, for long-term success, all of these ingredients come into play.
Mhm.
Sure. Integrity,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera. Like at 30, I cared about myself, basically. I wanted to get rich.
Right.
And then I accidentally helped someone make money, and I'm like, dude, that was cool. So let me help other people make money. And I helped them by showing them how to close.
Right.
And next thing you know, dude, I was making all kinds of money. But before that, I could never really break the, let's say, 400 grand ceiling, maybe 500, maybe one time, but I couldn't break that ceiling. And it was all, I think, looking back, it was all because I cared about myself. As soon as I said, man, let me help this person. Like, oh, let me help that person. Hey, who wants to get help? I'm helping people. Then all of a sudden, boom, that's when I got to the 7 figures.
Yeah.
And then what really happened after that is now I'm running into people with bigger names than me. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I don't want to compete with all these fools. So I'll remove my name from the training space and just go let them train people better.
Yep.
And make more money
Mm-hmm.
and a better way of doing it. So obviously, as you know, the story, they signed up. And so now I'm making 8 figures. And it's like, hey, wait a minute. This is good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know where that was
Yeah.
going, but
It's cool.
Well, it's the same. It's the same model as us. We only make money if we can help our agents make money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the system doesn't work.
Exactly.
You know.
well, now does IFG still sell somebody else's policy, or does it have its own policy? Why aren't you big enough yet to have your
Oh, boy.
own policy?
You open a can of worms there. Yeah, no, actually, we are in the process of building out our own, not only proprietary
Well, once you
products-
start making hundreds of millions,
Mhm.
you can insure things.
Right. You want to control the whole process
Yeah.
from, the agent the whole way into the product.
Yeah,
So-
you just hope a hurricane don't come.
Yeah.
Because it's funny too, because listen, I talk to a lot of different types of
Right.
people, roofers, solar they deal with insurance companies, insurance adjusters. So like you sell the policy of, let's say, her company, and then hurricane comes in, right? And now I need her to pay me for my roof for the $200 I've been giving you, right? So now all of a sudden it's like, oh, that roof's, here you get $1,000, but the roof's $3,000. Then what happens? Right. Is that called gap insurance? Do we sell gap? If we don't sell gap, I want to invent that product right now. Yep. I'll sell you a little piece of insurance that I'll pay the difference between what the insurance company screws you out of and the adjuster says they need. Yep. Like just that gap insurance. Is there such a product?
Well, there's one for cars, right?
Is there? Well, absolutely. But is there one for roofs, sir?
For roofs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't think so. Not off
Where's
the
Tyler? Where's Adam?
Know.
Where's the board? Let's go, people.
Let's do it. We'll have to talk about
why
that
can't
offline.
you just invent a product right now and go sell an insurance?
We're in the process of doing that. Not only inventing a product for the insurance, but we're also inventing a whole brand new platform for insurance agents.
Dude, I want to invent insurances. Do you know why? I know shit people would want to be insured.
Right.
Like, for example, the glass on this.
Mm-hmm. I just broke mine last night.
I know, but would anybody like insurance on it? Well, sure we would, but that's probably not insurable. Why? Because you're not going to make any money. Right. So you take the actuaries or whatever they're called. What are they called?
Actuaries.
Yeah, you take all the people that the insurance companies have at their disposal, probably your disposal. You bring them into a room, and let's freaking invent some shit.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go, because now everybody in the world has insurance, and it's your insurance. But now New York Life's selling your insurance.
Right.
Yep.
IFG insurance. Well, what does it insure? I don't know. Let's figure it out.
Yep.
What's it worth? I don't know. What do we want? $100? So you back into a product. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
Most people don't do that. They build a product and say, hey, let's go figure out how to sell that. Well, figure out what sells and then build that. Yeah. Like why are you doing it backwards?
Right. Yep. Well, yeah, I was going to say, figuring out what the need is. So like in life insurance, a lot of people are unprotectable, meaning that they, due to certain health conditions, due to certain economical conditions, they aren't able to get covered. So one of the things as we've built out products is we want to look at those markets and say, okay, how can we make sure that those people are getting coverage that makes sense for them and their families? And that's what we've been doing, along partnering with other, insurance companies, but also then ultimately having an innovative product that's exclusive just to us, that's just ours. And then, that's where we're at now.
I'm talking about little things like, get your kid a car guaranteed program. So like you pay X amount of dollars, and when your kid's born, you put X amount away.
We get you a whole life policy for that, Brad. We can talk about that after.
We have policies for that. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, there's policies that'll do that?
Yep.
I got you. You just use it for a car. It's not for a car.
Right.
You can use it for whatever you want.
See, I don't know the industry.
Yeah.
If I did, I'd have been a competitor to old Peter J. Fournier. Smooth over there. Yeah. So when you started selling insurance, you were just rolling up, just being friendly and making buds.
Yeah, selling like $10 a month term policies to my fraternity brothers. Like I knew nothing.
Yeah, but after a while, they add up.
Yep.
Next thing you know, you're what you call comfy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, then you can get a little more entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
It's easy to be entrepreneurial when you got a bucket of money, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a lot easier.
But it's the same
and it's more fun too, isn't it?
It was the same concept as what you were saying too. Like I reached a certain threshold of you get butt up against the ceiling, and if I didn't train other people how to make money either under me or like even outside of my organization, there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah, you would have been stuck.
Yeah.
So it happened to you too. You were worried about you.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you realize, shit, it's about them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the lesson to learn.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
And that's how you're building your big old fancy business is you're caring about the partner, the agent, the employee, but not employee, the team member more than you are yourselves. And obviously when you do that, everything happens good. Of course, there's still challenges. What kind of challenges did you guys face along the way?
Go for it. You want to go?
Well, he wasn't there. You just met him in May.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if you were talking. I mean, we faced a lot of challenges. One of the main challenges, especially early on as we grew, was there was a lot of organizations, and the insurance industry is probably a lot like most industries, where you have the old heads, right? The people who've been in the industry for like
the old gray guys with overgrown eyebrows.
Right. And they see a bunch of guys in their early 30s, kind of disrupting the industry and disrupting how things are going. And at times we weren't the most, friendly group. We were very competitive, so we want to go after and we want to compete.
The old heads.
Right? The old heads. And when we
This
started,
sounds like a movie.
yeah, I know, right?
Dude, literally,
Yeah,
start writing a
good.
movie.
That
You
could
guys are
be,
looking
yeah.
to invest in shit, by
Yeah,
the way, right?
let's do it.
See,
Yeah.
folks, if you're in the Bomb Squad, I don't even know how to set this up, but what we should say, like, I'll get you a whole Shark Tank thing going. Like, shit,
Hell
you
yeah.
guys, they're like making so much money. They're like, damn, maybe we should just start angel investing. And I'm like, dude, I'll bring people together here in Las Vegas for one weekend.
Yep.
And you come in here, it might cost you $5-10 grand.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm not saying this. I'm just
Right.
like saying it.
Right.
This isn't an announcement, kids. It's an idea.
Yeah.
So you put them in, and then people show up, and then you guys sit there with the panel and listen to everybody's idea for the weekend. But the first day, we'll teach them how to pitch you, so you guys aren't wasting your time. You're getting
Exactly.
to the brass tacks. So day one is training on how to pitch the Richies.
Yep.
And then the next days we'll move the curtain, and there'll be a line of Richies that can make your dreams come true financially for your business. You don't think I could promote the shit out of that? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
I think you
I'm
just
in.
did.
I think you
What's
just
the
did.
budget,
All right,
sir?
let's do it.
What's the
Let's
budget,
do
sir?
it. Brad said
Hold
he was
on.
going to fund it. Well, they were going to. Yeah, like
Hey, let's do it.
No,
Let's do
that,
it.
no, that's awesome. I love it. I think that.
I just know
it will happen.
that would be a wonderful thing. Why? Well, again, you're bringing together two different parties that need each other. That's called symbiotic relationship.
Yep.
There's people out there with great ideas, no money. Okay. You guys had a great idea and got a ton of money, and now you're willing to maybe accelerate, because a lot of these people, they're going to make it anyway.
Yep.
Sure.
They're just going to do it the hard way. We ain't going to hear about them for 9 more years.
Right.
Where a guy like you or your team that's done well, now you can go, hey, let's pick and choose which ones we think are going to be big, and that's how you really scale your money. Because, like Ashton Kutcher, dude,
Yeah.
he freaking invested in, I forget what. But he's got the little bit of everything.
Yep.
Like, dude, that's Ashton Kutcher's company. It's like, son of a bitch, dude, who was telling him what to buy? Because they did a good job.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, like, what's the up and coming things? Well, dude, if you got dough and you can parade it,
Mhm.
you can parade people through there asking you politely for X amount.
Yep.
And all you're trying to say is, look, I'll listen to you, which is rare.
Right.
Dude, I'll sell that venue.
Yep.
Pete, me and you, we'll go sell that venue.
Hell yeah.
But listen, as long as it's all legit, and listen, you say the right shit, dude. Someone might hand you $1 million check, $500,000 check, $250,000 check, $50,000 check. It's real life motherfucking Shark Tank.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year,
Dude, I'll
alone,
arrange that if you guys so choose. However,
We're in.
we have to arrange, like, when they go on Shark Tank, the real Shark Tank. I've read their contracts. You
Right.
can Google them. Like, the show gets a piece,
Mhm.
like, no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd be the show.
Right.
Mhm. That works.
Okay, there. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, last year alone, my brother in the company invested about $10 million within the insurance industry. So, I mean, we love that idea because we want to expand our presence outside the insurance industry. So to bring it in, and I think the key piece to what you said, and Pete will probably agree with me on this, is that training people on how to properly do it. We get pitched every day. Everywhere I go, we get people who say, listen, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? But to do it the right way, the proper way, and be trained on that, and then pitch us, that's an awesome thing, man. That's an awesome concept.
Dude, and I'll sit on the panel
Sit on the
with
board.
you.
You can-
know
yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Because I can write checks. I just won't.
Right.
Only because every time I look at an investment, I think, what could I make more in? Helping you or helping me?
Right.
And then I'm still in the helping me phase. Of course, dude, I ain't doing $200 million here.
Yep.
Some bitch. So let me help you get to $1 billion, and that'll help me get to $200
There
million.
you
Right.
go. There you go. Yep.
That's how we look at it here at Lightspeed VT.
Absolutely.
And then now, so the same question now to you.
What, the struggles in the beginning? Is
Yeah,
that where we
did you have
started?
any struggles? Like, are you from a rich family?
No.
Does
no,
your dad say, "Come on home, Pete, and we're gonna have an excellent Christmas this year"?
No,
Mom's got you something special.
I will say between I'd probably say the ages of like 0 and 14, 15. Like my dad did real well in corporate America.
Where were you living growing up?
North Jersey.
North Jersey.
Yeah. So not a
Were
poor
you running
area.
from people? Were people running from you?
No. It was
Well, then you weren't in Jersey.
people think that
You're
misconception. It's all you see is
you're
Newark
either running
Airport.
from somebody or you're running after somebody.
Not-
If you're from a rough neighborhood.
Definitely not in Bergen County, that's for sure. No, upper middle class, and then I saw firsthand corporate America.
What'd your dad do though?
He was VP of HR for Lowe's Theaters when it was Lowe's Theaters. So, and then they got bought out by AMC or Sony, and all this nonsense happened. And basically, we either had to relocate, I think, to Canada or something. I was young at the time, so I didn't really know all the details. Or that was it. He got his severance, and it was like, see ya. So
You're from Canada?
No. No, we would have had
Fournier sounds Canadian.
I know it's definitely French Canadian somewhere, but we would have had to move there, or somewhere else. And
now
then
you were 14 when all this was going on.
14, yeah. So I saw it firsthand. Like, I went from here's PlayStation and stuff for Christmas to like having real conversations and being like, Pete, what do you need? Like, my family always did right by me, grandparents, parents, whatever. But you saw it go from like awesome action figures for days to like
coupon clipping.
Yeah, here's some, clothes and $20, which was still awesome. But like, I was making that transition from like kid to like real person a little bit earlier than most people. So my dad and me actually got into the insurance industry almost at the exact same time. So my dad went on the group benefit plans, like we call them work site benefits, and I went the individual life and health market. So it was nice to be able to shoot the shit with somebody, one, in your family, but two, like be able to run together, because like this industry, unless you have me, Adam, and IFG, you're kind of on an island, right? Which I was from like 20 to 28 probably. So it was cool that happened.
I wonder if there's any like core reason, because like when you're saying that, I'm thinking same thing. Like my dad, growing up, we had a little bit.
Yep.
You said clothes and a 20. That's probably how I'd describe it. I always tell people we weren't broke and shit. I always make a joke that, we were so broke, my dad couldn't afford Christmas presents. Well, there was one Christmas that was true. Right. And so he just cut a hole in our pocket so we'd have something to play with. And I said that at an event, a big event.
They get mad?
It pissed people off.
No, everyone laughed. I thought, because everyone laughed. But then this one person came up afterwards, and their lip was quivering, and they were going, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, I got a whack job on my hands. Yeah. And they said, thanks for putting that image into my head. And I said, what are you talking about? You said your dad cut a hole in your pocket so you'd have something to play with. And I said, yeah. And she said, I can't get that out of my head. Thank you. Like all snooty. And I'm like, and my wife was right here, and I'm like, honey, I think she wants to tell you something. And I started like talking to other people, because I was getting kind of approached at that event. Like it was right afterwards. So I'm like, holy moly. You got to be careful.
A lot when you speak, like when you. Like,
I don't get in any trouble when I speak.
But you get like.
I get in trouble when I don't speak.
Right.
If you hear me quiet, that's when there's trouble.
Yeah.
But no, all kidding aside, I don't. I think if the host or whoever's having me speak says, "Hey, don't cuss," I'd say, "Oh, okay," and I wouldn't cuss. But
sure.
Usually I'll say, "Can you say anything you want?" And they're like, "Fuck yeah!" And I'm like, "Okay," but like because I don't think cussing is that big a deal. But when you're in like a big company like yours, you can't run around. You got Bible belts to worry about. You got all kinds of stuff and culture.
Yep.
Like sometimes you go to go sell cars, dude. And if you don't drink and smoke and frickin' tell jokes and say the F-bomb, dude, no one's going to like you.
Sure.
Right.
But now you go to another field and it's like, dude, if you do that, no one's going to buy shit from you.
Yeah.
But, dude, we don't do that here. We don't say that here.
Right. Yep.
It's the Harvard Club. But there's all kinds. All I'm saying, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
That's all right. It's cool.
But the funny
saying be real.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, being real and being authentic, I learned at 6 years old. You know how? Because I went around and I lied to everybody in the neighborhood saying my dad was rich, because we lived in this little shitty house right in the middle of a bunch of nice houses. You'll never see it in these days. But it was up on this hilltop in this little wooded area, and it's like, boom, nice little. These guys owned a chain of grocery stores, and then an eye doctor was over here, and all these people, and then we had this little 1 square shithole. Now, we did build that into a nice house over time, but started out as a little shithole, and that was when I was a little kid there. So I told everybody my dad owned Disneyland. We're really rich. We're just living here because of whatever. A 6-year-old just out and out lying to all his friends.
Right.
Why? Why was a 6-year-old lying and saying, we're really rich, guys? We're actually really rich. Well, because I was obviously ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Now, you look back, you're like, well, how dumb was that? But that's when I got taught authenticity, because ultimately I faked it and no one liked me for like 5 years. And then I moved to Eugene, Oregon, and said, man, this time I'm telling people what it is, you know, and what it is. And that's when I started just saying, dude, I'm just keeping it real. Like, if you don't like me, dude, maybe you shouldn't be around me. And next thing you know, you started to attract the people that should be around you because you're being authentic. And next thing you know, it's like, son of a bitch, this is lasting. You know, most people can't find stable shit because they build up, then it all crashes. Why? Well, because they built it on bullshit. But anyway, what'd you find? What struggles did you have?
Going after it by myself was hard. I mean, like, no offense to all the companies that I work for, but at the end of the day, you're kind of like on your own. Like,
Nobody trained right.
No. And most of the tactics and why I got into training insurance agents personally was like, the way to sell is not write down 250 people you know and go bother them. And what
it was.
It was.
Not in today's day and age.
No. And
now it's the version of that is download your phone book.
Right. Exactly. Send a mass text, whatever. But there's got to be strategy. It's got to be focused, targeted, whatever word you want to say to pinpoint what somebody needs, because you can't, in this industry and a lot of others, you can't throw shit at the wall and hope that like people just buy from you, right? You need an approach.
I call that strategy, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
You need strategy.
You need a strategy. And every little person is different. So if like any of our insurance agents are out there listening and maybe they're broke or on a budget or whatever, you can sell to the people that you know. That's in my playbook. Your first 90 days should be all of your warm market. That and your referrals, right? Yeah. But all of your targeting should be based on what that person needs. It shouldn't be about your commission check or what you want.
It's helping others.
It should be about, oh, I saw you had a baby. Did you think about your, guaranteed car plan that you just brought up, or your college savings plan, or whatever the case may be? You can't just sell one product to everybody.
Is there a product for guaranteed car plan, or you would just use it for that?
You would just use it for that.
But they should call it that, and you'd sell more. I'll bet you anything. Yeah,
There's
because
a ton of products like
because
that.
As soon as you bring up, how would you don't want to feel like a loser when your kid needs a car and you can't afford one,
right?
Because you pissed away all your money. Put away $16 a freaking week, woman. And I would love to put my car away. It's the name and it's the attachment that you're selling. It's not just the freaking.
It's
policy.
the concept.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's not like, well, that's a whole life. We can use it for that if you like. No, that's the vehicle.
Right.
But call it now that.
Yep. Right. Honestly, Brett, that's where final expense.
They're looking at each other like, see, I should be charging a freaking consulting fee.
That's what it is. That's what mortgage protection insurance is. Like he said, final expense. The vehicle is the whole life.
Hey, I'll never buy final expense. Right? If I die, I want it to be a burden on everyone.
Okay. Screw the family.
I'm just saying. When I die, make sure that you just like. I want everybody at my funeral. And babe, if you're listening to this is my final words. If I don't change it. But everybody at my funeral needs to have a shot of like 1942, but for free. On me, and then whoever's doing the funeral at the end, I wanted to say, Brad wanted to buy you one last drink, bitches.
Brad, do you know if you want to be buried or cremated?
I don't really care, I think, because I'm dead. Now, if there's any religious things I'll be violating, I'd like to find out my rules before I choose. But at the end of the day, I don't know, because, like, what's the deal? Like, if I cremate myself, now I don't get nothing to come back in?
Right.
Or no, you ain't coming back, fool. It's all over when we die. Oh, shit, who cares then? Yeah, do what you want. Right. But I don't know. Yeah.
And that's the conversation based on the conceptual sale. We talk about cremation plan.
I know, but ideally, though, cryogenic. In other words, when I die,
I'm with you on that.
When I die, I want you to freeze me instantly.
Yep.
Okay, and then store me cautiously and carefully and tenderly, right? And then if ever you can reanimate frozen objects from the past, revive me.
I used to joke.
I'm on the same page.
Back in my party days when I used to do a lot of.
You got a policy for that?
Sure.
No, that's called whole life. You just use it for that.
It's called
no. What if I die?
Dream policy.
Listen, I got a website for you. You guys want to do like Shark Tank? Here, invest in this. You ready? 50,000. You can own 49% of it. Ready? Here we go. It's called here'swhatyoget.com. Okay, I already own the website by the way. here's-what-you-get.com. So what you do is, as a rich person or a poor person, anybody can do it. But you go on there and it'll ask you questions. What do you own? I own a Harley Davidson and a boat and 6 houses and $70 million in cash and blah, 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 blah. And it says, all right, who gets the boat? Who da, da, da? And you basically just fill in this blank. And then when you're done, it puts the script up, turns on your camera, and this person says right there, listen. And they read a script based on their property and how to divide it up, which is basically a video, Will.
Right.
Yep.
Right? And then they hit store, and then all those names and their emails, if that dude dies, we'll get an email, and it'll be me going, here's what you get, motherfucker. I don't want no arguing.
That's a great idea.
Okay? Here's what you get, here's what you get, here's what you get. Now shut up and quit suing each other.
Yo, I like that.
Well, dude, it's here'swhatyougget.com.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Or a virtual will.
Attorneys are going to be
I
pissed.
know they're gonna be yeah.
No. Just like what's his name with LegalZoom, dude. That guy was an attorney, and he said, screw it. I'll just show them how to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. Make it
So-
easy.
So you guys want to brainstorm? I want to be in that Shark Tank as a contestant.
Absolutely.
I want to vie for your $200 million.
Absolutely.
What do I got?
Yep.
Dude, we got some ideas. Shit, I'll come up with 3 right here, right now.
Yeah.
How many more you want? How about this? You ready?
Yeah.
You know how a house gets built, right? And then, you get bugs and shit. What do you do?
Call the
You
exterminator.
call somebody.
What do they do?
Spray the
They
bugs.
spray
Yeah, they come over there and they squirt your baseboards and they bomb
Yep.
your house and do whatever. Why not have the tubes built into the walls already, like the misters? And then when you're ready to bomb your house, you just walk over and hook up a thing outside and go, and the whole house inside the walls is where they really want that shit anyway.
Right.
Just goes inside the walls everywhere because you lined it with misting system tubing. You know what a mister
I do.
is?
Yeah, of course.
Imagine if that was built inside the walls and there's a thing outside and then the truck just goes up and goes psh, and your whole house is sprayed that fast.
Gotcha. So you're just building the. I like that. You're just
Dude,
building
that's
the infrastructure.
huge.
It is huge.
See?
I like
And then
that.
you just charge them $50 a month. Truck comes by twice a month.
Right.
Those trucks would just be driving by.
I like
idea.
it. That's a great idea. We'll have to talk about it.
It's just, well, you got to get to the builders because,
Right.
like, who's building them houses?
Right.
Just add some plastic tubes on the 2x4s.
And could you
Now you can hear an
refurbish the
architect
houses that
right
are
now
already there?
going, won't work. Shut up. Figure it out.
Yeah.
It's anything's
The one
workable.
that does.
It's anything's
Yeah,
workable.
kill it.
Right.
Another one, when I was a kid, I used to get my power bill and it was way more than I could afford, but no one told me, like, shit, I didn't know this was going to be this high. Why not along the way would there be a gauge where the power company spits it out on my readout that shows me my power consumption in dollars?
They don't do that on purpose, right?
Who's they? Like,
Power
dude,
yeah.
if I had a product and I sold a college kid, look, I'll convert your freaking wattage to dollars. I'd look at my watch and it'd be like, son of a bitch, dude.
Turn the lights off.
Yeah, who the hell's got the lights on? We're at $80, Chuck. Shut that shit off.
Damn it, Pete. Yeah.
One time I left my pool heater on
Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
for like a month at 100 degrees. And like my gas bill kept going bam. And it's
Right.
like, what the hell? Dude, the pool was left on. If I'd have had that app, it would have said, dude, your gas bill's going up the yin yang. I'd be looking around. Oh, the pool's on.
Yeah.
Talk
would've-
to
it would've
Nest or
saved me
something
money.
Like that. I wonder if they'd do it.
Call that the house beat. Okay. There's another one. How many ideas you want? What kind of investors are you looking for? Are you looking for established companies looking to grow and scale? Are you looking
Both.
for ideas? What you looking for?
Both.
Adam?
Both. And it really just kind of depends. Obviously, somebody who already has a product in a market that makes sense, kind of like the show Shark Tank, but also people who have an idea that just haven't had anyone to talk to and want to get in front of people who have the ability to fund it. Like you said, there's people who have ideas, there's people who have money. It's hard to find both, right?
Dude, I'll tell you what. Here, listen. Let's let the audience decide if you guys would go to something like this here in Vegas.
Mhm.
If there's anybody out there interested in something like this, venue might change, things might change a little, but just go ahead and hit Bomb Squad at Pete's or Adam's, Instagram.
Yep.
Yep.
Or
Just
mine.
reach out.
Yeah.
Slide in the DMs.
Everybody say just hashtag I'd go to that.
Yep.
Hashtag Bomb Squad.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like I'd go to that. Dude, if 1,000 people say I'd go to that, let's
doing
freaking
it.
plan it.
One of the other reasons why we're here and things that we're doing is
By the
that
way,
we've-
hashtag me so I know it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want
Yeah.
these fools all of a sudden I see the event come and go and they didn't even include me.
right.
All from dropping bombs.
Yep.
You got the credit, man.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, that's why hashtag Bomb Squad. I want to make sure you guys go, holy shit, dude,
Exactly.
Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
What will really happen is probably, Bomb Squad didn't really care about it apparently.
Right.
Right.
No, but I don't think that's the truth. You know why? Because people are listening to this for one reason, dude. Number one is funny. That's what they say anyway. But no, the real reason they're listening to it is because, dude, they like to hear opportunities. This podcast, because of who I talk to and how I do it, we're talking about shit that you might have found as a solution. So people are listening. They've all had the same problems. You don't even imagine it, but they do. And like it just starts dropping bombs on their problems, or the opposite, I hear. Like, dude, they're going to hear about you. There's somebody right now going, my back freaking hurts. I'd sell some freaking insurance. These guys can train me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not only that, but you started a whole company, RCG now.
Yep.
Rees Consulting Group,
That's right.
which no one knows it's Rees Consulting Group, but RCG is basically a division that's focused on development of companies, regardless if it's IFG,
Right.
in the whole industry.
Right.
Yep.
And
Like
not just the insurance industry. Yep.
Yeah, but like RCG is like, okay, guys, we'll show you what it takes to succeed.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. It's not just IFG. You help IFG, but you
Right.
help
And it's not just insurance either. We're looking for
real estate.
Yeah, real estate,
Mortgages.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude,
and-
you go invite Albert Preciado to your deal,
Yes.
and then he goes and invites everybody.
Yes.
He has a large Latin influence.
Yep. Well, you're going to hear it here first because this is the first time we've actually talked about it. But we're actually going to have the largest, most value add conference there is in the country, and I'll put that up against anybody right here in Vegas, coming up in 2020. So stay tuned. It's going to be mortgages, insurance, real estate.
Where would they stay tuned?
What's
Where would
that?
they keep checking back at?
iagentconference.com.
Yep.
So
Just the letter I, agentconference.com.
iagentconference.com. Just keep plugging it in every time you think, hey, I wonder what happened to that iAgent place. And someday it'll be there and it'll be ready to roll.
Yep.
Exactly.
And it might be.
We're going to have pre-orders
Yep.
available
Well, it might be
probably
right
when
now.
this drops.
Right
yeah,
when this drops.
exactly.
Yeah, so if you go to iagentconference.com, you'll see that you can go ahead and you can get signed up, registered. Brad, we'd love to have you at the event and speak. That'd be crazy. Is that something that you would come and do?
I can't commit without my agent in the room.
Fair enough, right? Fair enough. It's worth a shot.
Well, no,
you know?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it for sure.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
awesome to have
absolutely.
you there. I mean, that'd
Well,
be
dude, if
incredible.
they're insurance agents and they want to learn how to explode, I can add to your curriculum. I bet you anything I can talk about something for half hour that they'll put in their freaking tool bag that you never would have said had I not been there.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
And I'll say it in a way that you guaranteed wouldn't have said it that way.
Well, people ask us all the time, how do we train our agents? All 6,000 of them? It's through your company. Yep.
No, I'm talking about me showing up and being a smartass.
Well, yeah.
Because you
We
guys,
welcome that.
No, that's,
you guys are in
We
the,
are.
you guys are in a highly regulated, industry, aren't you?
Yeah.
You guys have to be all conservative and shit.
I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't say conservative. We have to obviously be compliant, very, very compliant.
Yeah, but when I'm done, the whole audience, 5,000 people, be sitting there going, "Who paid this dude to talk to us?" Because I'm gonna come out and basically say, if you guys aren't doing this, this, and this, you're dumb.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
No.
I just tell them to brush their teeth and
Which
make
is
fun
still
of them.
keeping it
That's
real.
right.
I just show up and be like, "Dude, brush your teeth."
That's right.
Everyone's like,
Hey, that's important.
"Who had him come talk to us?"
Yep.
You know, when I said that, it's funny too, because I don't know if you're familiar, but
That's
Yeah.
your most famous
I said that.
speech, isn't it?
Yeah, but
One
I
of
said
them?
that at 10X. But what's funny is like, then the admiral comes out with "Make Your Bed" and everyone goes hog shit crazy. It's like, dude, isn't that the same
It's the
thing?
same concept.
Yeah, like what happened? Like why all of a sudden was his fancy? Because he had the admiral suit on and he
Yeah.
said it all professionally. See, if I just cleaned up my message, damn, dude, I'd be like,
I tell you what, if an
President-
insurance agent comes into your house and one didn't make their bed and one didn't brush their teeth, you're only going to know about one,
Yeah.
right?
which one?
The one who didn't brush his teeth. You don't know what he did. Yeah, right?
There's a bomb for that one.
That's right.
That's right. You ain't lying.
I like that.
Hey, so folks, pay attention. If you guys want to find these guys, go to iagentconference.com. Look them up on Instagram. Peter J. Fournier, you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam Rees, but no E,
That's right.
R-E-E-S on Instagram. And then, of course, share this out with your friends and family. We just talked about how if you're broke, struggling, or doing back-breaking work and want an opportunity, get a hold of these fools.
That's right.
You want to come to the conference? Get a hold of these fools. You're a successful agent, want to be more successful? Get a hold of these fools. Come to the conference. That conference is going to be 10 times more fun. Do you know how I know? because I got you to raise the budget 10 times what it was.
You did.
Folks, and it's in Vegas. So if I were you guys, I'd be looking up that conference for sure because it's going to be a humdinger.
Yep.
So,
It'll be like no other conference, I promise you that.
Yep.
Indeed. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming out.
Appreciate you.
Share this out. And as always, keep it real.